generations of lives. To the Ministry of Education officials, our Debs sir, we thank you for allowing us to proceed with the secondary school and your guidance, supervision, and continued partnership in ensuring that we uphold national education standards while nurturing learners who contribute positively to our country. Your presence today affirms the importance of collaboration in shaping the future of education in Zambia. Thank you so much, sir. Our CEO, we look forward to your leadership, vision, and partnership as we enter this new phase of growth, particularly with the introduction of the secondary school. We are confident that together we will strengthen the school's mission and expand its impact even further. Over the years, our school has remained committed not only to academic instruction, but also to holistic support for vulnerable learners. Even after our pupils transition to other secondary schools, we continue to work alongside them, offering encouragement and support. Many of our former pupils have gone on to tertiary education in universities and colleges across Zambia. Today, we proudly celebrate alumni who have become accountants, pilots, lawyers, teachers, nurses, and many other professionals making meaningful contributions to society. Their achievements stand as living evidence that opportunity, guidance, and education can transform lives. We also believe strongly in nurturing talents beyond academics. Through extracurricular activities, we provide opportunities for learners to discover and develop their gifts. Our pupils have consistently represented the school at national level through JETS competitions and traditional dancing activities, demonstrating excellency in both intellectual and cultural arenas. None of these achievements would have been possible without the dedication of our teachers and support staff, past and present, whose passion and sacrifice continue to shape the character and future of our learners. We thank our parents and guardians for entrusting us with the education and well-being of their children, and our alumni who remain ambassadors of the school wherever they go. Over the years, the school has contributed meaningfully to the local community by creating employment opportunities for many families. Some are teachers while others are support staff. We pride in the full cycle of transformation. Some of our former pupils, once seated in these classrooms around here, have completed their education and are serving as teachers in this same school, of which one of them is this one here. We also remember, thank you, we also remember a challenging chapter in the country's history, the COVID-19 era. Thank you, Emma, that you are here. This was driven by you. During that difficult time, the school provided food hampers to every child, believe you me, every child in the school for an entire year, demonstrating not only commitment to education, but also to human dignity and care. As we celebrate 30 years, we also look ahead with renewed purpose. The introduction of the secondary school represents a new chapter, one that will allow continuity of care, stronger academic progression, and expanded opportunities for our learners. Our vision for the future is to strengthen academic excellency, expand infrastructure, embrace innovation, and continue nurturing confident, responsible, and compassionate citizens. To our learners, you are part of a proud legacy. I hope you understand that. The journey of this school proves that beginnings do not determine endings. Work hard, remain disciplined, and believe in your potential. As we mark this milestone, let us recommit ourselves to the mission that began 30 years ago, to educate, empower, and uplift vulnerable children so that they may become agents of change in their communities and our nation. Let this 30th birthday remind us that when a community works together, transformation becomes possible. On behalf of the school, I thank everyone who has walked this journey with us, from the first classroom to where we stand today. Together, we celebrate the past, honor the present, and step forward with hope into the future. Happy 30th anniversary to our beloved school. Thank you, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Good morning, our guest of honor, Mr. Harry Sulungwe, invited guests, parents, children, staff, and community members. 30 years ago, I was persuaded by a number of the Tongabezi Lodge staff to start a preschool for their children. 15 cute little children arrived for their first day of preschool on the 1st of May, 1996, in blue t-shirts and red shorts and skirts. There were no desks or chairs, just a few benches and a basket of toys. Tongabezi Lodge had generously built the first classroom and agreed to employ the first teacher for a year to get us off the ground. It was such a joy on that first day of Tujatane to see those little smiling faces and the excitement that every child had to play and to learn, and of course, to sing and to dance. In 1996, my plan was just to focus on this little preschool and to make it a great one. Who would have thought that 30 years later, I would be standing here in awe of what can happen when you name a school Tujatane. Let us all hold hands together. When you hold hands with a community like Simonga, and then add the hands of all the multitude of generous donors and supporters from around the world, you all end up pulling each other along to bigger and brighter dreams. That little preschool was just the start of what the community had planned. And as I said, this was not my plan. The school grew gently, but consistently, year after year. From our 15 children in 1996, the school and centre now support over 500 children and adults in education each year. And from one teacher in 1996, we now have more than 60 brilliant people in our staff. And look at all the people here today who have come to celebrate some things that even did not exist 30 years ago. I stand here feeling so grateful. Grateful to have been chosen by this community to be part of this incredible journey, and through their determination to have been given a chance to make a difference to so many people, and hopefully in some small way to the future of this beautiful, incredible country, Zambia. As Malala famously said, one child, one teacher, one book, one pen can change the world. What she might have also said is, especially if there are parents involved. Tujatane would not have been possible without the drive and dedication of the community. As you've seen from the PTA, those are the people that drove this school. I was a part of their dreams. So many forceful and passionate parents, aunts, uncles, and siblings. Every time this school has moved forwards, it has been because of you. Thank you, community, for gifting me the chance to be part of this. But it took more than passion to get here. To start, our school would not have been possible without Tongabezi Lodge, now owned by Green Safaris. Our school sits on Tongabezi land, educates the community who look after their guests. And to the Tongabezi team, our family, we thank you for continuing to encourage guests to come and visit our school. This is where almost every donation in order to give us this comes from. Thank you. And now, most importantly, I would like to thank my husband, Benjamin Parker, Mr. BJP, the co-founder with William Rutkeen of Tongabezi, and my soulmate. Ben was a person who pushed people to do things they were passionate about, but perhaps felt was outside of their comfort zone. He made me believe that I could do this, and he was there encouraging me every step of the way. He truly believed in Tujatane, and he gave me the chance to volunteer throughout our marriage, therefore bringing in no funds to support our growing family. Ben donated through Tongabezi the land that our more recent creative project sits on. And so, in a way, he is still supporting our school, as this is the land that we hope to build our secondary school on. I am so thankful for Ben and Will, who invested in this school in the very beginning, when nobody knew what Tujatane would become. I would also like to thank Simon and Shalemba from PKF, who is sadly not with us today, but he has been a steadfast and essential supporter, always making time for us and offering very valuable guidance throughout our school's journey. Thank you to Simon. Over the years, we have had the best sponsors any charity in the world could ever hope for. I couldn't possibly thank them all, but I hope they can see today how much change they have made in so many lives with their generosity. Thank you to every person who has supported this dream. There are, however, two supporters I would like to make special mention of. Elaine and Peter Cooper from the Tujatane Foundation visited Tongabezi when it was very little and met up with Violet Lichaha. Violet, can you stand up a second? Violet Lichaha was almost the first head teacher at this school and joined us in 1998. She actually taught Natasha how to read and write. And she was here when this couple came to visit. They visited Tongabezi when we just started, and since then they have helped our journey in so many ways, not least by guiding and supporting me personally. Today is a day of celebration. Whoops, I think I skipped a page. A few pages. Elaine, a chartered accountant, has spent hours, actually months, probably years, with the school accounts, training our team virtually. When our first two classes graduated from Tujatane Primary School, it was Elaine and Peter's generosity that ensured that every child was sponsored through secondary school and even university or college. A number of those brilliant students are here today, and one is Jane Ngandu. Where is she? Jane Ngandu, who you've all met already, who is not only a lawyer practicing in Lusaka, but is on our board of governors at the school, giving back and supporting the future education of this community. Thank you, Jane. Peter and Elaine, we would not be here celebrating if it wasn't for you. Then it is time for me to also thank our pupils. When I was having a hard day, generally stressing about how I was going to pay the teachers, I would pop down to the music room and the pupils would be singing and dancing. Now, anyone who witnesses such joy and energy as we have today, and absolutely beautiful voices, will struggle to keep any stress inside. The only possible outcome is joy. The Tujatane pupils, particularly in the music room, give me joy, and I hope they feel that joy throughout their lives. Finally, I want to sit with a thought. Gandhi says, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." Our staff. Our staff do that every day. For 30 years, they have tirelessly and passionately educated our children, not only in academics, but in becoming confident and kind human beings. I really believe that the Tujatane team lead by example and hard work, and that is changing the world for the better. And I could not have done any of this without these friends by my side. Thank you to all the staff, past and present. Today is a day of celebration. 30 years of growth and still growing. After 30 years, I am excited to be able to gently step back, to guide and support as younger, more brilliant and passionate group come and lead the way forwards. The next step is our Tujatane Secondary School, which is hopefully going to be built this year. Plans are a beautiful secondary school incorporated within the bush and built with eco-friendly materials. Another exciting challenge, and one with many hands held and many people guiding. Today is a day to hold hands with everyone who has been a part of this incredible journey and to celebrate together. I have lived in Livingston since I was 24 and have been pulled up on this amphitheatre many times every year since the school was built. But I have to admit that the Zambian dance moves are still a mystery to this body. Thank you everyone for being here, and I hope you enjoy the party.
The Peso Southern Province, Mr. Silungwe, the Debs, Livingston, Mr. Milimo, present, current and past board members, the Chief Executive, Dr. Chipasi, the head teacher, members of staff, esteemed sponsors and donors, the alumni, parents, learners, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you all. It is both an honor and a privilege for me as chairperson of the Board of Directors of Tongambezi Trust School to stand before you this very special occasion as we celebrate 30 years of transforming lives through education. Today is more than an anniversary. It is a celebration of vision, sacrifice, resilience, partnership, and hope. 30 years ago, on the 1st of May 1996, an incredible visionary, Vanessa Parker, opened the doors of this school with a simple but powerful dream to provide quality education and opportunity to vulnerable children within the Smonga community here in Livingston. What began as a small single classroom preschool today has grown into a remarkable institution serving over 280 learners, impacting countless families and generations. From those humble beginnings, a seed was planted, and today we stand under the shade of a mighty tree whose branches continue to spread hope, dignity, and opportunity. At the heart of this school is a mission that continues to inspire us all: advancing education of children attending the school, providing support for secondary and tertiary education, ensuring the welfare and holistic development of every child entrusted in our care. This is what makes Tongambezi Trust School truly special. We do not just simply educate minds, we nurture lives. We believe every child matters, every dream matters, every future matters. As we reflect on these 30 years, we recognize this journey has not been walked alone. The spirit of Tujatane, meaning holding hands, has been the foundation of everything that has been achieved. Together we built, together we supported children, together we empowered families, together we have nurtured dreams and built futures filled with hope. To our teachers and staff, thank you for your dedication, your compassion, your tirelessly service. Your work goes beyond the classroom. You shape character, inspire confidence, and ignite purpose in the lives of our learners. To our sponsors, donors, and partners across Zambia and around the world, we are deeply grateful. Your generosity and belief in this mission have made the 30 years possible. Because of your support, many children who once faced uncertainty walk boldly toward a brighter future. To Tongambezi Lodge, which owns the land the school sits on currently, thank you for your unwavering support over the years that has been so instrumental in the growth of the school. To the parents and the Simonga community, thank you for trusting and supporting this institution. The school does not belong to the board or the management team, but to the community whose lives it continues to uplift. As a board, we remain committed to strengthening governance, supporting excellence in education, and ensuring that Tongambezi Trust School continues to grow in impact sustainability of generations to come. While we celebrate the achievement of the past 30 years, we must also look ahead with renewed purpose. The world is changing rapidly, and our responsibility is to ensure that our children are equipped not only academically, but morally, socially, and emotionally to strive and lead in the future. The next chapter of Tongambezi Trust School, Tujatane, must be one of even greater inclusion, innovation, and impact. As I close, allow me to once again pay tribute to Vanessa Parker for the courage to begin this journey. One act of compassion has become a legacy that continues to touch lives every single day. Thank you, Vanessa, for sharing your heart of Ubuntu, which means a person is a person through other people. In other words, we are what we are because others like you, Vanessa, have helped us. May God richly bless you for the labor of love that you have put in, Vanessa. Let's give her a round of applause. To us all, may we continue to hold hands together as Tujatane, as we build the next 30 years of excellency, opportunity, and hope. Congratulations to the Tujatane family for this remarkable milestone. May God bless you all. May God bless Tongambezi Trust School, and may God bless Zambia. I thank you.
We can do better than that, please. A big round of applause for.
Thank you, Director of Programs. I've just heard two directors. There is Director Vanessa and yourself. You are powerful. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Our guest of honor, I'm just here to request you to make your keynote speech. Guest of honor.
Good morning to you all. It's a pleasure to be around and to enjoy company together with you on this very memorable occasion that we are holding today. Director of Programs, allow me to recognize the director of Tonga Base, and then allow me to ride on the protocols you have already established. Is that fine? Yes. Thank you. It is with great honor and heartfelt joy that I stand before you today as we celebrate 30 years of Tonga Base Trust School. 30 years of resilience, compassion, service, and unwavering belief in the transformative power of education. I wish first and foremost to commend the head teacher, Madam Mwemba, and the past head teachers of this particular school, the board chairperson and other board members in your company, the CEO, Mr. Pass, Dr. Pass, and the comprehensive addresses that have been delivered. It was a powerful reminder that this celebration is not merely about the passage of time, but about lives changed, destinies redirected, and hope restored. 30 years ago, a simple yet bold idea was born, an idea rooted in the compassion of vulnerable children and belief in their potential. We appreciate you, Director, for that vision that you had and your plan. From one classroom and 15 little learners, Tonga Base Trust School has grown into a beacon of education of excellence and social responsibility. This remarkable journey affirms an important truth: when vision meets commitment, transformation becomes inevitable. Allow me to pay special tribute to the founder, Ms. Vanessa Parker. Your courage to act, your heart for the vulnerable, and your commitment to walking this journey over 3 decades are deeply admirable. Because you dared to dream, thousands of children dared to hope. Because you acted, generations now stand empowered. Today, we celebrate not only an institution, but the legacy of your vision. I wish to acknowledge Tonga Base Lodge, as you mentioned, for providing support, whose unwavering support has sustained this school throughout the years. Your investment has gone far beyond infrastructure resources. It has invested in human lives, futures, and communities. To all sponsors out there and partners, your generosity has echoed far beyond these school grounds and will be felt for generations to come, and I hope those that are online may be able to see and witness what is taking place here because of your support as donors. To the Ministry of Education, and particularly DEBS, thank you for your guidance, oversight, and partnership to this Tonga Base Trust School. Your support, especially as the school embarks on establishing a standalone secondary school, demonstrates the strength of collaboration in building quality education for our nation. We stand out most in this story of Tonga Base is its historic approach to education. This is a school that teaches not only academics, but character, not only skills, but values, not only success, but service. The continued support given to pupils, even after they transition to other secondary schools, speak volumes about the depth of care and responsibility upheld by this institution. The achievements of the alumni, now accountants, pilots, lawyers, teachers, nurses, and professionals across many fields are living testimonies that education breaks cycles of vulnerability and builds pathways to dignity and purpose. We are grateful that they could come and be part of this ceremony. And I think we have witnessed their donation and their willingness to provide support to the learners that are currently here. Please keep it up, alumni. As you may be aware, you have to invest back into this institution so that others can as well benefit. It's a good beginning, and get more organized so that we can continue providing support to this school. Equally commendable is the school's commitment in nurturing talent beyond classroom. Representations at national level in JETS competitions and cultural activities reflects a deep understanding that education must develop the whole child, intellectually, creatively, and culturally. And I think we have already witnessed what is being performed here, and I'm reliably informed of what the children have done at national level. I would also like to salute the teachers and the staff, past and present. You are the heartbeats of this institution. Your dedication, patience, and sacrifice, often unseen, are the silent forces shaping confident, capable young people. To parents and guardians, thank you for trusting the school with your most precious gifts, your children. I also need to acknowledge that I witnessed their presence here and their appreciation to the director for the support that she has rendered to this community in one way or the other. The story shared about COVID-19 period, where the school ensured food support for every learner, is a moving reminder that Tonga-based Trust School is more than a place of learning. It is a community of care. In moments of crisis, true values are revealed, and this school stood firmly on the side of humanity and dignity. As we look forward, the introduction of secondary education marks an exciting new chapter, and we can rest assure you of support from Ministry of Education about the secondary section. I will deliver this information that my Debs misbehaved, but it was a good misbehavior, and that Ministry of Education must support this kind of spirit. It brings continuity, stability, and expanded opportunities for learners to grow fully within an environment that understands their unique needs and potential. Government effort in providing education to our learners. And your vision and sacrifice of providing free education from 30 years ago we are talking about. We are coming from an era where school children were paying school fees and could not access education. Some of them would fall out. But you, from inception, you introduced free education. So, a round of applause to Vanessa and the institution. We want to thank the Republican President, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, that from the time we formed the government in 2021, in 2022 immediately introduced free education because he realized how difficult it is for vulnerable children to access education. And you started it a long time ago. So we want to thank you for partnering with government vision of providing free education. And as you may be aware, a few days ago, free education now has been made law, if you have been following information. Can we give a hand to the government? As we celebrate this milestone, may this 30th anniversary renew our collective commitment to educate, empower, and to uplift. Let us continue working together, ensuring that Tonga-based Trust School remains a shining example of what is possible when compassion, partnership, and purpose of unity. Happy 30th anniversary to Tonga-based Trust School. Congratulations, and may God bless this institution, its people, and the generations yet to come. I thank you.